Hi, I'm going to record how to create a Google Classroom, so I'll walk you through it now, but this is also a resource for you in case you need to go back and look over the things that I talk about. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you are signed into your PGCPS web email address because it doesn't work if it's not an education one. And then you're going to click the 9 dots right here, and you're going to click on the classroom logo. Okay, so this plus sign allows you to join a class or create a class. So you as the teacher are creating a class right now, but when you're ready to show your students the class code, they need to click on join class. So we're going to create one. You just need to come up with the class name. So I'm going to do Technology Trainings 2018-2019. Can't spell. So you don't need to do section, subject, or room. It just needs a name. So I'm going to hit create. And so this is the classroom. Homepage, I would say. If you don't like this robots, you can upload a photo yourself, or they have themes that you can pick from, all different options you can choose. And you can always change it if you'd like. Do ladybug. Okay, so first, to get your students in here, you need to click the word about. And this is the class code. This is how they enter this classroom. So to make it bigger for your students to be able to see, you click the display. So these 4 dashed lines that make up a square, and it becomes bigger for them. And so they click that plus sign, and they enter this code. And once they all enter the code, you come over here to people. And here's the code again, but you will start to actually see their names underneath students. If you would like to add a teacher to your classroom, so if you have any SPED children or anything like that, if you want to add another teacher, you just click this person right here and you invite teachers. And don't get your feelings hurt if they reject your invitation. All right, so now to create an assignment, you go to the classwork tab, you go to create, and I like this feature. This year they added topic. So I separate it out. I have math, you add it. This is gonna help for organization with your kids. Oops. Okay. Science. And then health. Okay, and you can always rename it, delete it, move up, whatever you'd prefer. Always options. So to create an assignment, you're going to hit create. You can ask them a question. You can reuse a post. So if you're a teacher who teaches the same subject to 2 different sections or 3 different sections, this is a lifesaver. You can reuse a post so you don't have to keep adding it. So I'll show you that a little bit later. But to create an assignment, you hit create assignment. Give it a title. So I like to number them. Ask number 1, and I don't know, math all about me. And so I'm not grading it, so I'm going to switch this to ungraded. And then since it's a math assignment, I'm going to change it to the math topic. You can upload from your computer. You can Google Drive, YouTube, or a link. But this is in my drive. So I'm just going to add it. Usually whatever the assignment that I'm putting in Google Classroom is usually the last thing I worked on. So I click on recent and it's right here. But if it's not for some reason, then you can just search whatever you called it and it should appear. So if I wanted to do drag, so all these things come up. So I just did that. And so you click here and make sure you click make a copy for each student, and this will avoid having 20 students on one document. This will actually give a copy to each student and their first and last name will show up in the top left-hand corner. So you can assign it right now. You can schedule it for another date and time, or you could just have it as a draft, and when you're ready, you can manually assign it to the kids. So I'm just going to assign it right now. And there it is. So now I'm going to actually take you. And so when they come into the Google Classroom to get the assignment, they're going to have to click on classwork. And that's where they will see it. So they click on it and they actually have to click on view assignment. Well, theirs is going to look different, but they have to click on view assignment to actually get the document you want them to work on. And it's really cool. As they turn it in, I would say my number should be changing. So this number should be going up, this should be going down. And I do peek in while they're working, so I do click on it. So I'm going to show you my class right now. So this is a stream. I've posted things that I just want them to look at as a resource. So I put it in the stream, sentence starters and a rubric. Also gave them some other resources, class project code, so I don't have to keep repeating myself. So there's that. Classwork, we've already done a couple of assignments. So I'm just gonna, again, click on it and you have to click view assignment. And this is where you will see all of their work that they've done. Okay, so I wanted to show you, if you make an assignment, this one actually has students, but if you don't want all of them to see it, so this is really good for differentiation, especially during centers. So you just click that, and so now you specifically click the students who you want to see the assignment, and they will be the only ones that can see it. So this is a really good tool for differentiation, especially during centers or anything. If you want to give just specific students a resource, that's your go-to. And then I just want to show you here, I do have other teachers here so they can see their students, but invite guardians. So this is another way for parent communication. They can actually see what their children are doing in school, the different assignments we do, ask them questions, and email you about it if they're not doing their work, things like that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and please don't hesitate to ask questions if you need my help any further in Google Classroom.